There are a lot of people just like you looking for someone to connect with who's also on a spiritual path. So don't be alone. Find your tribe. And if you can't find your tribe, call them and they will come. Find your tribe so you don't have to be so alone. You don't have to be alone. There's people like you everywhere. You just have to put yourself in the right places to find your tribe. Where are you going to find your tribe? What kind of person are you? Are you a spiritually focused person? Are you a person who's into sports? Are you a person who's into science? What kind of person are you? This is what you have to ask yourself. And where do people like you hang out? That's what you have to do, is put yourself in the place where those people hang out so that you can then meet your tribe and make friends and have support. You need support on the spiritual path. You need support on whatever path you are on. You need friends. There's 8 right things in the Buddhist path, and one of them is right fellowship. And right fellowship is finding your tribe and making friends with other people who are in the same mindset as you. People who are trying to find their spiritual awakening. People who are trying to find maybe the next mathematic solution to the universe. Whatever it is, you have to be around those people to make friends with those people. So find your tribe so that you don't have to be alone. Find your tribe so that you can feel supported, so you have people to talk with about what you're doing and what you're experiencing, what you're exploring, what you're learning, how you're growing. You have to find your tribe, the people who you are connected with. I always suggest try to find people who you can talk about this with, because it's really important that you have people who understand you around you, people who aren't going to think less of you because maybe you're a little bit outside the box. And that's a good thing. You got to be with other people who are outside the box too if you want to have your tribe around you. Because I have a feeling if you're watching this video, you are probably not the kind of person who's exactly mainstream material, right? And if you're not mainstream material, then you have to be hanging out with other people who are not mainstream material as well in order to have your tribe around you, to have your spiritual family around you, to have friends who understand you. A lot of spiritual people are trying to fit into the mainstream world. They're trying to fit into this box, this description of what normal is. Everybody's trying to not make waves, and everybody's trying to not be noticed exactly. Don't notice me over here. I'm hiding that I do yoga. I hide that I meditate. I hide that I hike to the top of the Himalayas looking for a guru or whatever. I hide that I go to South America and do shamanic medicines. And so if you want to really be with your friends and really want to have the support that you really, really want, you have to go to the places where people in your tribe, the people like you, hang out. So even if you're not into yoga, go to the yoga classes just so that you can meet people who are on a spiritual path like you. Even if you're not very good at meditation, go to the meditation classes anyway, because then you'll at least be able to meet people who are like you, people who you can talk to about your spiritual understandings and awakenings and share together what all that is and what it's about. It's fun to have company, right? Fellowship. For instance, go to the psychic fairs. Those are really fun. And you'll meet a lot of people and have a chance to connect with people who you might not otherwise have ever met in your area. And don't be shy. Go up and talk to people. Make yourself known. Don't just stand there on the side like a wallflower just hoping somebody's going to discover you and make friends with you. You have to make the initial contact. You have to make the initial connection. And don't be shy about who you are. If people don't like you, so what? Whatever. They're not going to not like you, because usually spiritual people are accepting of just about everybody. Point is, start going out and meeting your tribe so that you can make these friends with people who are also on a spiritual path with you. And that means you have to go hang out where they hang out, get creative, Figure it out. Where would you like to go? Where would you like to hang out? And then when you go there, you're probably going to meet those people. You're not going to meet your tribe sitting in your room. Maybe you'll get to do a little texting on some Google group or Hangouts or whatever they call them. Meetups. I don't know, forums, Facebook groups, wherever. But that's not the same as meeting people in person. You need to have in-person friends. So don't just live on the internet in your room trying to make friends with people who you've never met. Go out and mix with your tribe and start meeting those people and become friends, and then you'll have more support along this spiritual path that you're on. Right fellowship is one of the eightfold paths that's in the Buddhist tradition, and they're very right about that. I find that when I have good friends around that I can talk to or share things with or ask their opinions about, well, what do you think of this that I just found out, and about spirituality or something, and that's really fun. So give yourself a chance to be with your spiritual family and find your tribe, and then you won't be so alone. Don't be lonely in the spiritual path. Don't be lonely. You don't have to be. And I don't care where you live, whether it's Timbuktu, someplace that people would think, well, there's no spiritual people there, whatever, whatsoever. I had one person say to me, well, I live in Alabama. How am I going to find my spiritual family? And it turns out there's all these metaphysical stores in Alabama. There's health food stores, there's events, there's psychic fairs, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Maybe not as much as in California, for instance, but that doesn't mean it's not there. And it means you might have to look around the edges, the fringes of the community. You might have to look along the woodwork for this tribe, but it's there, everywhere. I don't care where you are in the world. This is possible for you to find, and if you don't find it, start it, because there are a lot of people in the woodwork. All these spiritual tribe of people, your tribe, are just looking for someone to bring it all together. So you start a metaphysical or meditation group, or let's share spiritual potluck together or something. Think of something. And bring the tribe together yourself if there isn't something in your area. Because I guarantee you, there are a lot of people just like you looking for someone to connect with who's also on a spiritual path. So don't be alone. Find your tribe. And if you can't find your tribe, call them and they will come.